Hey everybody, it's Greg from Park Journey here. So today, as you can see behind me, we're going to talk about the new Magic Key annual pass program that just got announced for Disneyland. And before I get to that, Walt Disney World actually also just announced that they are going to start reselling annual passes prior to the 50th. So we'll get into that a little bit at the end of this video. I just literally saw it as I was pushing record on this. So I'll be going through it with all of you. And actually, I haven't really gone through all the stuff with the Magic Key. So as I'm going through, I'm going to just scroll through and look at these things. We're going to be going over it together. So all my thoughts that you're going to see are just off the top of my head and as I'm going through and looking at this. Before we get into it, make sure you click below to subscribe to our channel. We'll greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the Tweeter machine and the Disneyland Magic Key Pass website. So the first thing I'm going to do is kind of go through the different tiers. So the lowest tier is the Imagine Key, which is Southern California residents only. That is a $399 price tag with a $179 down payment and $18.34 cents per month. In that pass, you can only have up to 2 reservations within a 90-day window at a time. 10% discount on merch and dining, and parking is not included. Now, the big thing with these ones, though, with these two lower tier ones that I noticed as I was going through, and I'm going to go ahead and open up this one here. So we're going to look at the Imagine Key first. Are the blackout days. So that's the one thing you really have to pay attention to with these passes. So for example, the first month that this is available would be August of 2021. So these go on sale August 25th. And all of them are available on August 25th. So look for the crowds. But this one has no weekends. And looking at the blackout days, it also doesn't look like, as I'm kind of scrolling through, does not look like there's any Fridays for the first few months. There's some Fridays in January and February and March. But for the most part, you're talking Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, maybe some Mondays in there. And then as far as the summer is concerned, starting on June 3rd, 2022, they are blocked out completely until August the 22nd, my birthday, 2022. So this is kind of comparable to the lowest tier Southern California pass. And I'm going to be 100% honest. I am absolutely shocked that they brought a pass back like this. The days of a Tuesday in October being busier than a Saturday on the same week, we all were kind of hoping that that would be a thing of the past, and it doesn't look like it. So good luck trying to get reservations on those days, weekdays. Sorry to people that are trying to go on vacation in the off season. It's just not going to happen. I got to be honest. I'm actually shocked that Disney brought it back a pass of this kind to their new thing. So the other pass that came through, the second level pass that came through, was the Enchant Key, which is $649. $179 down payment and $39.17 per month. Again, it does have blackout days. You can have up to 4 reservations in a 90-day window. Discounts 10% on both dining and merchandise. And again, no parking is not included, and there are no discounts with that one. Now, going to that key, the Enchant Key, again, looking at the blackout day calendar, which again is probably going to be a big selling point for a lot of people. Obviously, this one has a little bit more, dates that are not blacked out, including most Fridays. Weekends in September are not blocked out with this pass, other than Labor Day weekend. In October, it looks like most Saturdays and Sundays will be blocked out. Same with December. And then moving down through next year, 2022, it looks like Saturdays in March and spring break time. So yeah, not overly prohibitive, to be honest with you. And then obviously summertime, you're completely blocked out from June 10th through August the 15th. So, not as bad as the other one, with the blackout days. So I think that's probably going to be one that, a lot of people look at. No Southern California, criteria on that one or anything like that. So that looks to be a pretty decent one. And then the next level up is the Believe Key, which is probably, I'm going to guess, the one that most people will get. It's probably the one that we're going to get. My wife and I were already chatting, and this looks to be the one that most aligns with our visiting habits. So Believe Key, $949, $179 down payment, and $64.17 per month. Blackout days, yes, typically, Christmas and New Year's dates. This one you can have up to 6 reservations in a 90-day window. To be honest, for the distance that we do, and we had our Flex Pass before the shutdown, we were actually fine with the 2 that we had, but with this one, you will notice that there are no good to go days like you had with the Flex Pass. So that is a really big difference. But this one, you can have up to 6 reservations in a 90-day window. Once again, 10% on merch and dining. And then this one, interesting, is 50% off of parking. So parking will only be $12.50 as long as the parking stays where it's at right now, which is the $25 parking pass. So as far as blackout days for the Believe Key, again, 6 reservations at a time. Available parking in Mickey and Friends, Pixar Pals, and Toy Story, so you can park wherever you want. And again, the blackout days, not really a whole lot. Looking at this right off the top here, looks like Saturdays in December, right around Thanksgiving. So it looks like the last Saturday that you can go with this pass would be the 20th of November. And then looking back up into September, looks like there's no blackout dates for this pass until which would be October 9th, which is a Saturday. So you're good for like the first 2 months with that pass, or a month and a half or so. Saturdays in December, Christmas week, which again, who wants to go there anyway? And then January, you're looking at Saturdays, early January, that's April, excuse me. January, you're looking at New Year's, and then you're good the rest of the time. April, you're looking at spring break time from the 9th through the 17th. Some Saturdays there in March, and then moving down to the summertime. Sorry, I should have brought my regular mouse up. Moving down to the summertime, you're good every day in June. Memorial weekend block out on that Saturday and Sunday. July, you're blocked out on Saturdays, and some Sundays are good, but mostly Saturdays. And then July and August, you're good. Looks like the entire month of August. And then September of 2022, which is as long as this calendar goes, you're good the entire month. So, I would say for that one, it's probably going to be, that's probably going to be the one that most people will get, which is most comparable. And then the last one is the Dream Key. And this is $1,399 a year, $179 down payment, and $101.67 a month. No blackout days at all. But you still have to do reservations. So 6 reservations within a 90-day period, discounts, 20% on merch and 15 on dining, and parking in this one is included. So that is, a huge thing for a lot of people, is to have the parking included, especially if you want to visit, quite often. So, again, one of the things to look at with these is they all require reservations. It doesn't look like there are any good to go dates like you had with the Flex Pass. And, again, and then again, you still have the highest tier is around $1,400. And, there was a lot of speculation that, the highest tier was going to be in the $2,000 range. A lot of rumors, a lot of things going around, and that just didn't seem to be the case at all. Again, personally, I am shocked at the lowest tier one. I thought they were trying to get away from that crowd. Now, obviously, only being able to have 2 reservations at a time will help that. But again, depending on how many people buy this, you could have 2 reservations a week and then just do your next one. So it'll be interesting to see how that actually works right away. As far as us getting ours right away, I think we probably will just get ours, on August 25th or, shortly thereafter. That first day, it's, things are going to shut down. Disney does not have the best track record when it comes to, doing things with, a lot of people trying to buy tickets at the same time. That first day is going to be insane. So we probably won't do it that first day, but, very soon after, we'll probably do it. And make our first visit. Now, the other thing is to mention is that unlike the past days where you could go to the park and buy a ticket and upgrade that to the pass, I don't know if that's going to actually be something that I haven't seen anything on that yet. Actually, let me take a look at the Disneyland site and see if that actually has, they mention anything like that. Details. Switch. Okay, so actually let's look at some of the important details. So to enter the theme park, each Magic Key holder must have a theme park reservation in addition to a valid pass. Park reservations are limited and subject to availability. Public health orders, huge one. If for some reason Delta keeps spreading and public health orders say the park only has to have 50% capacity, that's something that they're going to have to take a look at. And obviously blackout dates. They're not guaranteed for any specific date or park. Magic Key pass blockout dates and admission dates that can be visited with a park reservation will vary by pass type and theme park. Additionally, park reservations may not be available on select holidays for certain parks. So it looks like you will have the ability to book DCA if Disneyland is full. So it looks like they're still going to have that. A Magic Key Pass does not guarantee admission or access to any experience, attraction, or offering or park entry. Let's see. Magic Key holders who have a park reservation for both parks may cross over and switch between parks on the same day beginning at 1 p.m. So they are still keeping that park hopping at 1 o'clock in the afternoon going with this. So please check the park's calendar for the most up-to-date park hopper hours. They could start at an earlier date depending on the day of park. Magic Key holders who have a park reservation for both parks must enter the first park as designated in their reservation prior to visiting the other park. So apparently, from reading this, it looks like you will have to select what park you're going to first, and then your second park if you're park hopping. At this time, a park reservation is not required after visiting the first park, but that is subject to change. Some Magic Key benefits and features may not be available during periods of limited capacity and are subject to change or cancellation without notice. Certain attractions, restaurants, experiences, blah, 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 blah. So there's a lot of restrictions on this from reading that. And then there's some vaccination things on here as well. So again, the 3 easy steps that you can see here. Step 1, access the calendar. Check the Magic Key access calendar, which shows admission and blackout days. Make your reservation, and then review and confirm your visit. So it doesn't really look to be much different than the current reservation process. And then again, the August 25th is when the tickets actually go on sale. But again, I'm not seeing anything here regarding upgrading a daily ticket to the Magic Key. I'm sure they're probably gonna have something like that, but I'm just not seeing it specifically outlined in here. So again, as I said, for us, I'm imagining that we will get our passes pretty quickly here, because we want them, right? We've been waiting for this. And then we'll, obviously start having regular Disneyland updates and things like that as well. Honestly, like I said, I think for the most part, I think it's a better deal than what some of the rumors were. If you remember, they were doing these polls earlier this year. There was disaster, being forecasted everywhere. I think again, these are all pretty reasonable. Two things that shock me is the price for the highest tier. I think everybody expected it to be at least $1,500. So I think that's something that people are probably pleasantly surprised about. But the other shock, and I could think again, as I mentioned earlier, the biggest shock for me is that price point for that lowest tier, and it's like $18 a month. I really, when they eliminated the annual pass program, I really thought that the goal was to get rid of those types of passes, and obviously that wasn't the goal. But again, they got two reservations in a 60 or 90-day period. So it'll be interesting to see how that actually works and how many people actually go for it with all of the restrictions on it. Obviously, you got to pay for parking, all of that other good stuff. So maybe they will get the result with that, but we'll see what happens. So we'll probably have some more information on this in the next coming weeks. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people sharing their thoughts. I'm just going to say it. I'm actually pretty impressed and pretty happy with what we're getting. Is it perfect? No. But we all knew reservations weren't going anywhere. They've said that repeatedly. And I think that that's probably something that's going to stay. Personally, I wish that all parks had kept it. Knott's had just gotten rid of their reservation system this week. So I think I wish that all parks would have actually kept it. It helps to figure out as far as people joining. As far as people coming to the parks, things like that, to keep staffing where it needs to be and everything like that. So let's take a look real quick at the information for the Walt Disney World Pass, and I'm looking at Scott Gustin's tweets here on Twitter. Let me see here. Where did it go? I was looking at his, and he just said breaking about Walt Disney World. So let me go ahead and pull up his Twitter at Scott Gustin. So Scott is a really great resource for all of this. So let's see. Oh, so we've got some other news here again from Scott. So upgrades. A guest wishing to upgrade a pass from another form of eligible Disneyland theme park admission must upgrade on the same day in which the original form is valid. So you can, if you have an unused ticket, you can upgrade to a Magic Key, which is great for those of you who have an unused ticket. I do not, so I will be paying full terms. And then kind of scrolling down, and just like with the regular APs, the monthly payments are an option for California residents. So, and then as far as Walt Disney World, all Scott had to say was breaking Walt Disney World will resume annual pass sales in time for the start of the 50th. I don't know any information on that. That's good news for us because we are going to Orlando in October, and we had just done 4 days no park hopping. So the fact that we should be able to upgrade those tickets to Walt Disney World passes is huge for us. So hopefully we won't have to. That was like $1,000 tickets each. So, or is that 1,000 total? So hopefully we won't have too much to upgrade for Walt Disney World passes, so we can go back a few times for the 50th. All right. So I think that's going to wrap it up. I'm going to get downstairs and edit this, put it together, hopefully get it out here pretty quickly. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at Disneyland in the very near future.